Well, 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 if it isn't my lord and lady friends back for some more adventures in Westeros, we are continuing our Game of Thrones series today with episode 34, and I think this is going to be a fun one. We're following up what was honestly my favorite episode of the series. I know I've said that during the series that I probably have had some favorite episodes along the way, but that one definitely takes the cake. Last episode was so much fun. RNG was nice to us, and I'm just really thrilled that we had the sons that we wanted. We got the two prodigal sons. We got an heir and a spare, so we got two sons that make the cut to make the strength and bloodline decision. In today's episode, I'm going to be raising them, so I need to pay attention to them this episode. We haven't learned our second youngest son, our future heir, the one with the crown. We haven't learned his personality trait yet, so I don't know what kind of education I'm going to give him yet. But our other son is pensive, or he's curious, sorry, and we are giving him a learning education. I also influenced his personality between the episodes. I'm trying to get him to be temperate, so let's hope he accepts that. He better. Brought him into this world, I can take him out. Let's hope he's temperate. And on top of the parenting that we have to do this episode, there's something else that we're going to get to do. Two things that we're going to get to do. Well, one, we're going to get our next dynasty legacy, so we have to make a decision on which dynasty tree, or which one that we want to go down. I have some ideas, and we'll talk about it when we get our next one, our next legacy. We're going to get graceful aging. No prowess lost from age, increased skills with age. And that's for everybody in my dynasty, because that's a dynasty legacy, so that's really going to help basically everybody in my realm, because not all of them, I'm exaggerating, but mostly all of my vassals and all my dukes, we've been landing dynasty members and Fairgraves and people from cadet branches and stuff like that, so that's excellent. All of these people are going to benefit from this increased skills with age legacy that we're going to grab. And that's not too far away, we're just about to get the legacy. I guess since we're looking at it, we might as well kind of talk about it. I considered some things. I considered the Westerman tree here. I thought it would be fun to kind of do a role-playing thing. That was our beginning culture, and this does pertain to our part of Westeros, so I thought it would be nice to go down this, but I didn't think it would be a really great idea. Sure, the first one is pretty good, holding taxes plus 10%, but because this is a dynasty legacy, this affects all my dynasty members, and I've been landing a bunch of people, and I don't know if I want everybody to get all of these holding taxes, and that might sound kind of weird. It's like, why don't you want to help your dynasty members? Well, I do, but I don't want to help them so much that I give them a firm power base. Like, if I'm helping them with things, like for now, I've been helping them with things that are kind of mundane, like my dynasty members get an extra domain limit from me, some more contributions from their building costs, stuff like that. So I have dynasty members enjoying these, and the bloodline, that's fine too. I don't care if they enjoy this. This helps me too, because dynasty members tend to be on my council and stuff. So people with traits tend to be, better counselors because they're getting the extra skill points. So I don't mind my legacy members having this. And for the most part, I don't mind that people in my dynasty, sorry, I'm mixing legacy and dynasty. I'm just talking too much. I promise we'll play, but I just want to kind of talk about why I'm going to do what I'm going to do, because I thought about going down the Westerman and getting all this, but if I do this, all of my dynasty members get stronger armies, their men-at-arms maintenance goes down, so they'll be making more money. They'll be making more money because of the domain taxes plus 10%. Daily siege progress plus 25%. Now, why that's all of that is bad, it's because I'm landing dynasty members and I'd be helping them, and I don't want them necessarily to be making a lot of money. That's not something that I really want my vassals to be doing, because the more money they're making, the more powerful they're getting, and I don't want powerful people underneath me. I don't want to give my vassals a means of getting strong enough to be a problem for me. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you kind of understand what I'm going for here. But I'm kind of against going down this Westerman. It would be making my vassals, since all of them are in my dynasty, basically, it'd be making all of my vassals a little bit more powerful than I would like them to be. I would like to kind of do something more mundane, something that really benefits me the most, because I want to be selfish here. Like, going down the glory line, for example, would be really helpful for me, and it wouldn't be against my interests. If my vassals are enjoying a larger general opinion, if people like them, that's fine. That doesn't really affect me in any negative way. They'd be getting more vassal limit, which is useless to them because they're not really allowed to grow, you know? So that doesn't really hurt them. They'd be enjoying a shorter reign duration, which is nice. I don't mind if my vassals enjoy that. Because you have to understand, guys, we've been landing family members like crazy, so most of my vassals are in my dynasty, and they're all enjoying my legacies. So I kind of have to think about this in an interesting way, which one we're going to get. I think I want to go down the glory line. I'm thinking about that one. Really considering it. I promise we're going to play now, guys. Erudition might be nice, too. See, like, going down the... This is a great example. The Guile line. If we were to go down this legacy line and get these, all of my vassals, essentially, would increase their hostile scheme success... would reduce... It would make it harder to do things against them. See, this is like helping them, and there you go, hostile scheme success chance plus 10%. So I'd be giving my vassals a strong, ability to scheme against me. Out of the question. I have to think about things like this now. And we're gonna go now. I'm talking too much. I forgive me, guys, if I'm all over the place today. I'm just all over the place. I'm improvising here. I'm just being myself. I'm just... Forgive me. We're going. We're going. Speed 5, we're going. And he doesn't want to be temperate. Damn it. This isn't the son that's going to take the throne, and he denied me. The chances were like 85%, and they still failed. Alright, he's not the son that matters. This is the son that matters. We will still try to influence his personality, of course, but we lost one opportunity. And the other thing, we're going to make time run, just so I'm not talking and nothing is happening. I want to replace my one of my traditions in my culture. It's getting to that time. We have to wait till 518, 3 more years until we get our next tradition. We can reform our culture again. I want to get rid of metalworkers, and I wanted to get something... We have this regional tradition here, and it's really expensive. So when I was looking at this, I was like, damn, this is really expensive. Is it worth all of that? And I think it is. I want to get strong kinship here. Characters with the family hierarch trait are seen as prestigious and will be able to raise more levies. I go down the family hierarch tree all the time. I always finish that tree. That's one of my favorite trees in the diplomacy lifestyle, so this would be helpful to me. Personal scheme success chance against house members, a plus 30%. You gain prestige when granting titles to house members, which is what we always do. And what's really nice is the loyal trait is more common. And that would stack well with my loyal subjects tradition, which the loyal trait is more common here as well. And I think there's some nice synergy between strong kinship and loyal subjects, because in loyal subjects, all fair Islander characters gain plus 10 opinion of liege, whereas strong kinship, all fair Islander characters gain minus 10 opinion of liege. So they kind of cancel each other out. So I'm not gaining opinion and I'm not losing any. They're just negating one another. So it's not like I would be suffering a big opinion hit with people who are fair Islanders. And what's really nice is that house opinion plus 15. And since most of my vassals are in my house, and most of my dukes are Fairgraves and everything, they would get plus 15 opinion of me. So I think strong kinship would really synergize well with loyal subjects. That's why I want to get this. I thought it would be fun to stack the the loyal trait. The loyal trait, I will say, I've said it before, I'll say it again, is a rare trait that is super valuable. If somebody is loyal and they have this trait, you can make them you can make them powerful counselors, you can make them, you can give them court positions that might be dangerous, like it might be risky to put other people in that position, but because they're loyal, you can be more confident that they're not going to scheme against you or be agents against you. So loyal, if I can make the loyal trait more common, I will do it. I will absolutely do it. So in 3 years, I'm going to embrace that tradition. 518. Alright, guys, now that we're kind of calmed down here, and then I kind of shut up, now that we're playing, been gaming so much recently. I have been so busy. I've been playing so many games recently because I am a gamer at heart. My daughter will further her diplomacy education. Yeah. I've been playing so many games. I'm in the middle of playing Death Stranding. I started a Elden Ring playthrough, or just a campaign I'm playing. I'm not like recording it or anything. But I started playing Elden Ring, and then once I'm done with those, I want to get Baldur's Gate 3, and I want to go through that game, so I am being slammed with all of these games right now. So my game time has been spread thin. We need a new Castellan. I'm in the diplomacy lifestyle, so I need a Castellan who can help me with diplomacy stuff. Like this guy. My heir increased his martial by 3. Am I giving him a martial education? No, he's rowdy. That's what it just set him to, I guess. Do I care if my heir is a martial focus? We haven't had an intrigue ruler. And what kind of stinks is that while I'm influencing his personality, there aren't many traits, personality traits, that I can give him that would help him with intrigue. I have a few traits that would actually be a detriment to him. Temperate's not bad. I can give him temperate, but if I try to give him just, it'll reduce his intrigue by 3, which wouldn't help him. Ambitious might help. Ambitious gives +1 to intrigue. And brave doesn't do a damn thing. But I could give him an intrigue thing. It would be a mix. It would be new for us. We've had rulers with pretty much every education type. We've had diplomacy rulers. We've had plenty of stewardship rulers. We've had a few martial rulers. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna give my heir an intrigue education. We're gonna have an intrigue ruler next. I'll try to give him ambitious, and I'll try to give him temperate. The other two, we'll see how it goes. I got my eldest son married off. He's not going to be my heir, so I felt comfortable with getting him married off. I found him a nice wife. She's got a great personality, just like he does. So I thought they would be really good. And I tried to make sure she had a nice personality because I'm bringing her in. You know, she's coming to my court, so... He's going to give me some grandchildren who are superheroes. I'm gonna duel this guy and win. 75. Alright, he enjoyed the visit. So I'm fabricating claims against Deerfield here. This is gonna be the next thing. I was actually considering, now that my eldest son is married off and everything, I'm considering landing him and giving him Deerfield. Got a nice early groveling session. These people love me. I can afford an opinion hit from them. The learning. The upstart peasants are defeated, yes. This is one of the heirs to Dorne. He's my master-at-arms, and, speaking of Dorne, how much longer is this guy gonna live? He's ailing now. So it's only a matter of time, very short amount of time, before my master-at-arms leaves, because he's the son of this guy, who is also in my court. And then when his dad dies, we're gonna get another Fairgrave on the throne of Dorne. And I'm gonna lose him, and I'm gonna lose this guy too. So I'm gonna have to hire a new master-at-arms. He had his first child. He had a daughter with no traits whatsoever. That's unfortunate. I have a lot of stress. That's fine. I want to go on a pilgrimage. I want to try to get my 2 youngest sons that I'm raising. I want to try to get him the pilgrim trait early. Somewhere where we haven't gone. Let's go to the Starry Sept. Are there any places we can visit along the way? Nope, we've been down here. We went down here to go to university, so we hit these places. Is there anything down here? Let's see. You can go to Gulltown. We've visited everywhere else, basically. We're a well-traveled dude. There's nothing down here in the Stormlands that I can hit to visit those. Let's go to Gulltown. Hire a mountain expert. And we'll make sure to... Do I have to visit this separately? Yeah, I do. I have to hit this separately. I have to visit a different part of the city separately. And then we'll hit this one, a runestone, right? Yep. That's everything. Let's get our 2 sons the pilgrim trait. And let's relieve some stress. What level pilgrim are we? Let's try to level up our pilgrim trait. There we go, there's the stress relief. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 20% for 25 years, 72% chance. Wifey, I need your help a little bit. I want that. 74 now. We got it. That's gonna last us basically till the end of our life, so no matter what lifestyle we decide to go into, we're gonna do it faster. Thank you, Wifey. Our last episode was named after you, Wifey. Best wifey ever. This giant woman joins our court? Are you insane? That my thoughts exactly. You gain Manhunter for 10 years. General opinion minus 25. Are you insane? I'm going with my gut. Sure. I'll fight him myself. If we win, he comes in and he can be my knight. I like his personality. He's perfect for martial, 23 prowess. We'll get him married, too. A 39-year-old? No, I want him to have kids. She's pretty impressive. Of course she is. She's in my dynasty. $45. Max age 25. One of my daughters? Nah, she'd be a little too young for him. Right after I said that, I'm like considering this 13-year-old who's even younger. 18, honest, compassionate, humble. She's a little impatient, but she's got good skills. Hey, if they're coming into my court, if people are joining my court, I need to scrutinize them, you know? My court's been getting pretty fat recently. I've been having a bunch of children and, like, nieces and nephews and granddaughters and grandsons, and they're starting to, you know, starting to multiply. Oh, wow, he can actually qualifies to be one of my accolades. Open-minded. Did we get that? No, we didn't. Stewardship +1. Come on, let me read it. I'm going to try this learning challenge. I'm going to try to get the open-minded. We got it. Thank you, wife, once again. I actually don't think the odds improved when we put her on that. I'm going to repair this favor of a lady. And since my eldest son is married now, and I'm going to land him soon, I'm going to give him that +10 fertility. Forced contraceptives. That's the opposite of what we want. We want to... Where is it? Am I not allowed to give him this? Oh, I'm using it. I don't want it anymore. I don't have it. I don't need to use it. That's something I should have caught between the episodes. It says my wife is 45, but she doesn't look a day over, like, 25. My wife is ageless. See if I can influence my youngest son now. I can. Alright, we want to try to give him... Let's try to give him... We're going to have 2 opportunities. We have at least 2 opportunities during his life to try to get him some traits. I'm going to try to get him Temperate first. I love Temperate. It's the small health boost that I really, really like about it. Stewardship's great too. It's virtuous. I love Temperate so much. It prevents him from having issues while he's growing up, like while the AI's in control of him, you know? He's less likely to do stupid things like become a drunkard or something, you know? So we're going to give him Temperate first. I'll try to give him Ambitious next. So both of my sons are little pilgrims now. That's my boy. He's Temperate. And another thing about Temperate is it doesn't affect intrigue negatively at all. We can mediate this little dispute here. You just got a martial perk. The cost of Casus Belli is irrelevant. Natural Dread might be nice. +4 Prowess might be nice too, but do we really need to, like, quadruple down on our prowess? We have 53 prowess, man. Do we really need to, like, boost it anymore? I'm gonna get some Natural Dread. I'll take that. I just need these 3. So 3 more counties. We'll take another duchy. That might be nice to give to one of my sons. I don't know, will a 4-year-old be able to understand this architectural drawing? Well, we'll give it to him. Increase his learning by 1. %30 chance that we get ill. 1% chance that we get ill, 1% chance that we die. Do we want to take that risk? I'm not in the mood to take any risk right now. I'm not ready. If my sons were a little older, I'd be more willing to take risks, but even though it was only 1% chance. What? My son ran away? Combined Intrigue and Prowess Challenge. I'm gonna find him myself. You find and bring Robert back. What were you doing, kid? You're gonna be the most powerful person in Westeros soon. Can't afford to lose you. A dragon. I saw a dragon. Forgive me, I want to read this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. As I make my way through Greenstroke, I overhear a conversation between an elder woman and a young man. A dragon. I saw a dragon, the older woman exclaims. What? What is it now, mother? It was a as big as a mountain and black as night. It flew right across the sky. Dragons now, is it? Her son replies, rolling his eyes. Please, mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy, and I've got better things to do than to listen to more of your fantasies. Oh, he's not very nice to his mom. You'll see, it was a dragon, she calls to his back. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me. What a strange conversation. A dragon, we must search for it at once. I think this is the last thing I need to be doing with my kids in my entourage. Like, what happens if we just happen upon this dragon? It's gonna kill my sons. I'm not gonna search for it. I just don't want to kill my sons. And I don't need this stress relief. What a strange conversation. My daughter just came of age. So I've had one daughter die. I have one daughter with a husband who's in my court, producing grandchildren for me. I have one daughter who took the vows, or we forced her to take the vows, because she refused to get married, and we punished her by disinheriting her. But we have this other daughter here we can still do something with. We have an alliance with the Reach, and I think that's a pretty strong alliance. Do I need any more alliances? I don't. I don't. And my daughter seems to be kind of a troublemaker here. She's a little impatient and she's lustful. So if I keep her around, she's probably going to sleep around and, you know, cause a whole bunch of problems. I've got one daughter here producing dynasty members for me to land. I'm going to lose access to the dynasty members that I get from my son because I'm about to land him. And then I still have this other son that I guess I could use to produce more amazing children. He has the traits for it. I think I'm going to get this daughter married off. We're going to send her away. Maybe she can marry a vassal within my realm. She can stay in the realm. We've got this 22-year-old who has suspicious congenital traits. Are they related? No, they're not. He's a count. And he needs children ASAP, so we'd be doing him a favor. He won't accept a matrilineal, of course, but that's okay. She's just going to be leaving my court, that's all. That's fine. She's going to marry one of my counts. She just moved right next door. She just walked out of our front door, and she's now in Midvale. So she's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from home. Gonna train for a tournament, because why not? I have to teach them languages. I have to remember to do that. At 6 years old, right? Oh, there are no valid targets for the Learn Language scheme. There's nobody in my court that speaks High Valyrian, so I can't teach them. I can't teach them any languages. I don't understand. If I can speak a language... See, I speak Valyrian now, but I can't teach it to people. Which I kind of don't understand. Alright, here we go. Graceful aging. Increase skills with age. No prowess lost from age, so we are going to stay at 55 prowess until we die. Oh, we have a new ruler on the throne of the Vale. He's our dynasty member. I have no contract with him because he's an independent ruler, but I can get 130 gold from him. Is there anything else that I would want to use this hook for? Is there anything I would want to do with this hook? He's delicate and he's obese, apparently. Does he have any artifacts that I might want? Wow, look at this useless armor. It doesn't improve your prowess at all. What is it made out of? Tinfoil? If he has something nice that I can give to one of my son or something, I can get a healing water from him and give it to my son. I think that would be a more productive use of my hook instead of just getting money. I don't need the money. I'm gonna get that healing water from him. I'm gonna give that to my son. It's gonna cost me 300. I'm taking it. Let's help my boy not stress out. See, I can be a good parent. I'm a good parent. There we go. So all those people left. We now have a dynasty member on the throne of Dorne once again. She was my architect and my wet nurse. I lost a lady in waiting as well. So good for him. That kind of cleared out my court. That was kind of nice. Situation going on. The women want to learn. I feel like I get this situation a lot where the women want to learn their own language. Oh, no, that's not it. This is different. I've gotten a good impression of what your courtiers think of you and what makes them tick. With that knowledge, I can try to smooth things over with one of those groups. The women of the court, the men, or your vassals. The ladies, of course. Let's give the ladies some love. There we go. Whoops. I think I'm gonna give that dragon egg. This dragon egg's been kind of sitting here. I haven't been doing much with it. The disease resistance, giving that to my son to help him not get sick. That would be good. The stress gain minus 2%. It's not a lot, but it's something. I'll give that to him too. Don't try to hatch it, whatever you do. I hope I didn't just make a big mistake giving him that egg, because I do have... When I had the egg, I had an option here that I was never going to do, because if you try to hatch an egg, it could rampage and just kill a bunch of people. I've tried it before, and I've had that happen, so that's why I didn't do it. I just wanted the egg. I hope he doesn't have the ability to make that decision, because I don't know. That's a huge question mark. Oh yeah, I need to hire a bunch of new positions here. My wife would be an excellent architect. I'm gonna make her my architect. And we have this strong hook against our... Because he's a cannibal. We learned that he's a cannibal. We can negotiate an alliance with him? He has some money kicking around. We'll demand some money from him, too. Because I can keep using this hook over and over again. And maybe the next time I have a use of that hook, we'll see what kind of items he has. Maybe I'll try to pilfer his junk drawer for maybe a useful item. I probably should have done that instead of get the money, come to think of it. But we have another use for it. We can use it again. $518. So I decided I want to get rid of metal workers. I went through all of these very carefully, and I want to keep the rest of these. I thought all of these would be pretty useful. This metal workers one, I don't utilize the Royal Armories line of buildings. I don't think I built one of those. The Crown Smithies line of buildings have additional... I don't think I've built any of those. I mean, maybe I have. Maybe somewhere there's... Oh, no, those are duchy buildings. I'm pretty confident I haven't built those. Maybe one of my vassals has built it, but anyway, I don't think this would be really useful to me. My army toughness is... I'm gonna lose plus 5% army toughness. But my armies will be a little bit cheaper to maintain. So yeah, I'm getting rid of metal workers. I don't like it. We have to wait till May. Wow, that was almost perfect timing. There we go. Strong kingship. Or kinship. I'll just... If you guys want to read it again, I mean, we went over it, but... I'm doing it. That's going to take 40 years to establish that. My daughter gave him a daughter. Look at that! That's an amazing granddaughter. We have another cannibal in our court, one of our guests. We're gonna get the poet trait. One of the very few traits that we don't have yet. Oh, it's not showing up here. I guess we just have so many traits that they can't show up here. But we're a poet now. Come to think of it, we're supposed to have a hostilitor trait, and we're not seeing that either. We just have too many traits and the game can't handle it. We have a bunch of money, let's build stuff. It's getting to the point where I'm going to have to upgrade. I'm going to start pulling the trigger on these castle holdings. I've been putting it off because they're really expensive, so I'm just trying to build all the buildings up before I have to resort to upgrading the castle. I started building a lighthouse here in Pike, so another duchy building. And I think it's well suited. I think an island, you know, the capital of a bunch of islands needs a lighthouse. I mean, it's our sigil, after all. We have to spread our sigil everywhere. Our liege lord just slaughtered a bunch of peasants. We haven't had to deal with any factions against us in so long. I can't remember the last time we had a faction rise up against us. The Lord Paramount of the Stormlands wants to start exchanging letters. I had a little bit of stress, so I'm going to relieve it. I'm bummed that I can't teach my sons languages. There we go. Second time he decided to be temperate. You're getting a haircut, kid. It's like my least favorite hairstyle. It's just too messy. Let's go with a short haircut. This son has the same one. Same haircut. Come on, kids. Do I have to groom you? Yep, that's everything. Let's take a look at what we're gonna... I've been considering, since the Kingdom of Dragonstone is its own separate thing, it's like its own kingdom, and it's a very small little kingdom. I mean, compared to the rest of Westeros, it's the smallest kingdom title. And I already technically own a piece of it. You know, I own this, or I own this duchy, these two counties. But I can start working for Dragonstone to start picking apart and get ourselves another Lord Paramountcy title. I would have to fight Dorne, though, and I'm allied with them. Crap. Dragonstone is a duchy and a county. So I guess I could take this and hold it myself. I can hold on to Dragonstone. He is a Targaryen, but he's not allied with the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. So if I were to declare war against him, it would be fine. I would only have to fight whoever this is. This looks familiar. This is one of my vassals. So he wouldn't have any allies because my vassal wouldn't fight against me. So I'm just going to fabricate a claim against Dragonstone. We could probably get that this episode too. Let's fight this war. Let's fight Deerfield right now. We'll form up away from the front line, just so we don't get jumped. We'll check his alliances. Another one of my vassals. All of these people are allying with my my vassals, and it's not going to help them because my vassals are not going to help them fight against me. And I'm going to land my eldest son when this is done. So, is my liege lord traveling? I always forget to check. He isn't. Let's win this quickly, boys. Wow, we didn't even have to fight any battles. We just captured the leader immediately. I do have a hook on my son, so I can use that hook. Good thing I saved that hook. It's always useful to just save hooks against, you know, children and stuff, like, for this exact reason. He got some new threads. I like his new threads. And she's already bearing him a child. Let's hope it's a boy. Oh, actually, you know what? If he has a son, it's gonna... Actually, it's not gonna complicate things. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm like, if he has a grandson, is that gonna complicate the line of succession? Technically, if he dies, his grandson would be the next in line, but as long as I remember to designate the right kid. I just like to wait to designate people. I'm just gonna wait. And you know what, guys? We are going to do it. We're going to take Dragonstone. We're going to get ourselves one of the most iconic, one of the most famous castles in all of Westeros. It's where Daenerys was born. My daughter gave birth to a son, an amazing son, a genius. Oh, she can name him. Rolder, I like it. Starts with R. Who are you exactly? Just some lunatic who's in my court? Some of these outfits I've never seen before. There must have been an update. I think there were a couple updates. Thought I banished this daughter. I thought I banished her. What is she doing here? Well, since she's here, I'll give her a job. Her aptitude is average. We've got two people here. She refused marriage, and we have this guy here who refused marriage too. So, two people who refused to get married. I already appointed her. We'll keep her there. It's... Can influence my son's personality again. 84% chance he gets ambitious. 84%. We just learned a secret against our liege lord. We have a spy in King's Landing, and he just gave us something really valuable. I just got a secret against my liege. And that gives us the ability... Oh yeah, he's ambitious. Perfect. That's my boy. Okay, that gives us the ability to do something that I've been trying to do and failing to do. As long as he takes the blackmail, 90%, and it's a strong hook too. Yes. We are gonna finally, after so long, modify our contract with him. Now, do we want to reduce the amount of taxes that we give him? Or do we want to do something that I mentioned before? Do we want to get this March special contract? While subject to a March contract, the vassal will receive bonuses to their levies and defensive capabilities, but provide 50% less tax than what their feudal obligation dictates. And my army gold maintenance will be reduced by 20%. So all of these are for me. All of these affect me. Army gold maintenance, levy size, garrison size, levy reinforcement rate plus 20%. And I'm paying less taxes to him. I'm getting the special contract. The next time we're able to edit our contract again, we can do this. I guess getting title revocation might be pretty cool, but we haven't had any issues. We don't need council rights guaranteed because we are so skilled that our liege, he's going to have no choice but to put us on his council. If he wants to get anywhere in life, having us on his council is, like, really helpful for him. So he'd be hurting himself not putting me on his council. So I don't feel the need to guarantee myself a place on the council. I'm just going to do the special contract. I'm getting my March contract. Look how much more money that we got from that. And that should have improved slightly. I didn't take a look at my army size, but... Oh, there we go. We're up over 100,000 men in our army now. So that really improved our income, guys. That was great. That was great. Alright, let's get to this. Oh, we got a diplomacy perk. Grab that. I do have a bunch of money right now, so let's keep up the construction. See, I need to build a castle here. We already fully upgraded that duchy building in Pike. Ew, that one's really expensive, but I'm gonna do it. Somebody's trying to kill my knight. It's safe to negotiate an alliance with my son. We don't have to revoke his title or do anything like that. We'll do that. And there's some duke in the Vale that wants an alliance with us, or that we can negotiate. Because he's married to my niece, I can negotiate this. Let's not go crazy on the alliances. We have a bunch of alliances. We're allied with the Reach and Dorne. I mean, what more do you want? Keeper of the Cells isn't a dangerous person. They're not a strong or a powerful agent, so even though this guy's a villain, he's very cruel, significantly more likely to harm others, use hostile schemes such as murder, punish prisoners with execution and torture. I guess he'd be a good keeper of the cells. In the dank depths of the castle, sprawl the dungeons, where the prisoners wail and the keeper of the cells it. That's an ill-formed sentence there, but he can do it. And we just went over an hour. I want to get this. Now my other son wants to be ambitious. Or we can give him Zealous. Zealous is pretty good. I'll give him Ambitious. Seven more months. It's time for my son to get a knightly education. Oh, my granddaughter needs a guardian. Oh, speaking of the Iron Bank, one of my commenters, I did respond to you. You were curious to know, you wanted me to take a loan out and see if it carries over. By the way, guys, where I get a lot of my information, if for anybody who's interested, who has like questions or anything about the mod, my source of information is the official Discord. I use the official Discord all the time. They're really helpful there, and whenever I have a question about the mod, that's where I get a lot of my info. So for anybody who's interested, if you have the mod, you have questions, I highly recommend you get on their Discord, the official Discord. We're having a conversation here. Hey, look at that. They have new clothing, and it matches, like, your colors, like the colors of your house. That's so cool, guys. That's so cool. So we have something else we could possibly wear if we want to get out of our armor, even though I like the armor so much. So if we ever want to dress fancy, we have another outfit with our house colors that we can put on. Somebody wants to forge a crown. My guest. By all means. By all means. Alright, lords and ladies, we are going to fight this war in a month. We're going to fight it, we're going to win it, and then that's going to do it for this episode. So it would be a great place to end it. Present my claim on Dragonstone. Just double checking that they are not allied with our liege. They aren't, even though they're a Targaryen. There's nothing they can do to stop us. And we're going to hold on to Dragonstone. I'm not really sure what the development is. I probably should have checked. It's at... Oh, I can't even see it? It's not letting me see the development. Oh, 17. That's not great, but I'll hold on to it. Let's hope we don't regret it, because everybody in the show, I mentioned this before, everybody in the Game of Thrones show, whenever somebody who's holding Dragonstone, just bad things befall that person. Whoever owns Dragonstone, just bad things happen to you. Let's hope that's not the case for us. Instantly won. Alrighty then. Dragonstone, cool. There she is. Let's read the thing before we finish this. So we're getting this special building since we're holding on to it. Holder of this holding gains plus 5% monthly renown. Men-at-arms maintenance minus 10%. Nice. Captain effectiveness plus 20% too. Dragonstone was the western outpost of the Valyrian Freehold, and after the Doom, the refuge of House Targaryen. It is built from fused blackstone the Dragon Lords used in their most significant constructions. Its towers are not square towers of the First Men, the rounded ones of the Andals, or even the high domed ones of the Rhoynar. They are formed in the shapes of dragons. Cool. It's pretty well developed. I might do some messing around here with the composition of... I like that there's mills here. And since we own it, we have to start increasing the control now. Because the control probably is really bad. Alright. Let's release all these... Or, well, not release them. Let's just deal with them. All these Targaryen prisoners. I can get money. I'm sending 2 of them to the wall. We're ransoming 1 of them. And then what about this one? He won't accept a hook, so we're going to banish him to the wall. So we're sending 3 Targaryens to the wall. And we ransom this guy, who's not long for the world anyway, because he's infirm. Does our liege still like us? Yep. Declared war on close family member, so he did take an opinion hit because of that. We declared war on his child, and we declared war on his friend. So our liege lord isn't too happy with that, but we are just such badasses that we are doing all these things to improve his opinion. We're likable. Our personal diplomacy, plus 41. We're a living legend. So... none of this matters. And we blackmailed him, too. He doesn't like that. So I think that's a great way to end it. Great way to wrap up an episode. Taking Dragonstone. That's so cool. I can't create the... or I can't usurp the title yet. I need to own all of Dragonstone, all of the de jure lands, before I can usurp the title. But that's a great place to end it. Lords and ladies, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry about the beginning, a little stuttery. It got off to a kind of rough start because I did a lot of explaining, and sometimes I just talk too much. But I hope you guys at least understood why I made some of those decisions. I thought it was, necessary to kind of just talk about them. But I hope you understood me well enough, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Episode 35 is our next episode, and I hope it is as productive as this one turned out to be. But anyway, lords and ladies, I will see you then, episode 35, coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.